Okay, now you guys can hear me. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Okay, now you guys can hear me. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Now you guys can hear. Okay, now it echoes. Anyway, greetings everyone! It's me again, Ashcroft from Blood Moon Pictures, and welcome to Hiveswap Friendsim. A bit late. But we now have a new volume! Volume 14 of Cleanliness and Clownliness. Oh, look at his adorable grin. Look at his adorable laugh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Volume 14. Start. Oh, Joey, stop. Don't. Yeah, nice kitty. This is a dark world. Okay. Why is this a dark world though? And why is my graphic card being so loud? Oh jeez. Both because it's night and because of the brutal struggle for survival among its poorly hemochromatic inhabitants, many of whom seem to thrive on havoc and carnage. You'd be interested to see the Mechalin Guide in entry for Alternia. The Mechalin Guide entry. Seems interesting. You're convinced that after a day here, Ayn Rand would sign up with the little sisters of the poor. Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun would join the Quakers, and Adolf Hitler what? Seek membership in the World Peace Council. The World Peace Council? What? I mean, fair. It's Alternia, but it's not that bad. Is it? Is it? Phew! Godwin's Law Alert. Feeling a little dramatic tonight. Is he really that small? Oh my god, he's so adorable. He's so adorable. Oh my god. And his horns are colored, apparently. Marsti Hautek or Caraco Pirate? This is not the thing I chose for my thumbnail. Maybe it got updated already? I missed something? So, yeah, as always, I would let the chat decide, but today, because I'm hella late to the party, everyone's hella late to the party. Interesting. Well, it's not interesting, it's just how it is. Okay, I will decide if no one wants to decide. If no one wants to decide, I will just go for it. And I think I'll choose Marcy Hotek first and then go for Caraco Pirate. Because he's so heckin' adorable. Because I want him last, because last but not least, the best things always come last. And he's so freaking adorable. I want to hug him. I got a Caraco. No, a Marsti. A Marsty. I got one Marsty. It's decided then, I guess. Do I? Oh my Christ, Kurako, so cute. Agreed. So much agreed you cannot imagine. Okay, Marsty it is. Nice music. Despite a certain sense of oh, wait a second. Okay. I can recognize the music. This is really Hiveswap-esque. This is really Hiveswap-esque. Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't managed to shake even after communing with a possible Oracle secret agent, you are feeling pretty alright. No more brooding in your cliffside apartment. You have a fresh thirst this evening. A thirst for friendship. You're wandering around a neighborhood you haven't seen in a while, just a few blocks from where you crash landed. Maybe you'll go pay a visit to the crash site of your ship, even though it's long since been stripped for parts by the local population. Or maybe you'll try to find Diamond again, to say hi, though you're pretty sure he's still living in the nomadic shrubbery lifestyle. You're just here for the nostalgia, honestly. Malaise who? Malaise who? You hardly know her. Malaise? What? I don't get that one. Just then from across the street echo two voices raise an argument. Well, one is soft and murmuring, and one is loud and honking. A rust-blood girl and a purple-blood guy are squared off in front of a patch of graffiti that blooms over the bricks like moss. One is soft murmuring and one is loud and honking. A rust-blood girl and a purple-blood guy are squared off in front of a... Okay, loud and soft and murmuring like, oh, can you please not? The girl appears to be in the process of scrubbing it away. There's a mop bucket and a collection of sponges next to her. And I told you, this shit is sacred motherfucking iconography, the purple lad is saying. So fuck the hell off, little red dumpling. Dumpling? Aw, that's cute. Even though it's probably pretty terrifying. The rust blood says something back that makes him laugh. The sacred iconography appears to be a collection of swear words and a couple colorful renderings of certain sections of troll and... what? A couple colorful renderings of certain sections of troll anatomy you have not yet had the chance to explore. Oh! Okay. Okay. I get what you're hinting at here. I get what you're trying to say. Let me actually put the music a bit up. The girl with the bucket wrings her sponge out and stares the clown down. Well, you assume she's staring him down. She's wearing big round goggles to match the bright rubber gloves pulled all the way up her elbows. Despite the mop bucket, she looks more like a scientist from a B-grade horror movie than a janitor. The purple blood doesn't have any visible weapons on him, but that doesn't make him look any less dangerous. And unless the girl has a blade in that mop handle, she's totally defenseless. And unless the girl has a blade in... okay. You face this precise scenario more than once, but it doesn't get any easier. No matter how much self-confidence you earn or hardships you endure, life or death friendship decisions don't get any easier. Intervene or mind your own business for once in your life. Try to mind our own business for once in our goddamn life. That would most likely result in an instant failure because we won't not meet them. Listen, you aren't the goddamn alien special forces. You aren't the friendship police. You can't afford to insert yourself into the middle of every single altercation in hopes that the drunken gamble of destiny will offer you up new and greater connections onto your sore, tired ass. You aren't made of goodwill alone. Everyone needs breaks, man. You march casually by, hands behind your back. If you knew how to whistle, you would. Nothing to see here, folks. Feet smack the ground behind you and the girl runs by, surprisingly spry in the rubber boots. Wait, not spry enough apparently, because the high blood is hot on her heels. Nope, not helping, definitely not. Don't get involved, you already made your choice. You are not getting involved. Oh no, we made the wrong choice. Well, good for us. So one of this is troll anatomy. Is that a tentibulge? I just noticed, is that a tentibulge? Oh jeez, no. Let's get a good look at this, actually. It does look like a tentibulge. Or maybe that, I don't know. But there's a crown on top of it. At the last moment you stick out one of your famous legs and the clown goes flying. He hits the pavement hard, nose first. Son of a bitch. There you went and got involved. The high blood might be kissing concrete, but he won't be for very long. It's tough to kill a clown. Oh yeah. You take this opportunity to get the fuck out. Damn, you don't know anybody around here. Maybe you can run back to your stolen vehicle before... Hands grab you by the back of the hoodie, hauling you around the corner and into the shadows of an alleyway. Shit, the clown must have friends, and those friends must have circled around behind you. You open your mouth to scream, but because you think anyone is going to help you, but just because you might as well. If you can't go out fighting, might as well go out making as much noise and being as obnoxious as possible. A rubber-gloved hand slaps over your mouth before you get out more than a squeak. You taste soap. Chill. Stop struggling. Okay, sure. Let's not fail, I suppose. It's the Rustblood girl. She's taken the time you brought her and cashed it in to take refuge in an alleyway. The two of you hold still as the purple storms by, stomping and cursing and bleeding from a gash across his forehead. Oh boy. Ha! You did that, your leg did that. You will never get over the rush you receive from doing something cool and competent. Marcy, we suddenly know her name, falls onto you until the sound of his footsteps fade. You feel her heartbeat hammering against your back. She lets you go and slide away to the other side of the alley, as if in apology for being so close to you before. Her boots squeak. You take a few steps nearer so you don't have to shout to be heard. You thank her for helping. You're both just all about helping, apparently. You decide not to mention the part where you tried very hard to not get involved. Yeah. You didn't have to do that. Actually, you shouldn't have. I'm perfectly capable of tripping my own clowns. Okay. You tell her you have no doubts that's true. Even if she doesn't have a sword in her mop handle, she seems to have a good pair of legs. Mentioning her mop appears to remind her that she left all her cleaning equipment out on the street. She takes a furtive glance back down the way the guy had gone, then heads back toward the graffiti you scamper to keep up. You shouldn't be out alone in a place like this. Not that I can really summon much gumption to care beyond this one walk down the street. But did you come here to die? Because that's what's going to happen if you keep this shit up. What's your deal? You don't know about your deal. You've worked really hard to not consider your deal at all, because the existential radio static that prickles at the base of your neck when you think about your deal it is astonishingly unpleasant. Attempting to change the subject, you ask her if maybe she shouldn't get out of here while she has the chance. Is that bucket really that important to her? Marcy looks at you with a certain eyebrow raise that you're well accustomed to by now. Oh shit, you just put your foot in it again, culture-wise. You wish you... Buckets! Ah! You wish you could find a book with a crash course on Alternia. Or at least a decent Wikipedia article. But it's not like there's any helpful Earth guide for idiots, at least you've never heard of one. Besides, things that are different depending where you are on Earth, geographically. You imagine it's the same for Alternia? You feel positively nauseated at the idea of having to learn a whole new set of societal norms. You'll just stay in this particular city, thank you very much. Do I care about my bucket? That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. I care about it as much as the next person who doesn't want to get cold. Also, skirt rays don't grow on coniferous fauna. Skirt rays don't grow on coniferous fauna? Skirt rays? What? Do I know that word? I feel like I should. Skirt rays. Skirt ray. It's gay to immediately talk to a deer. What? Okay, it's gay to talk to a deer, apparently. What? To be the first one talking to a deer. She tosses the discarded sponges back into the bucket. You bend down to help, but she stops you with a sardonic glance. Most of her glances are sardonic, but this one especially so. She goes back to work and on the graffiti. If you're going to hang around, you couldn't make yourself less useless. Watch and make sure that the high blood doesn't come back. Yeah, for sure. You can totally do that. Of course, you won't be able to actually do anything if she comes back. Where's Ramil when you need her? Yeah, where's Ramil when you need her? Maybe you could use your own limp corpse to slow the clown down. Not that you know Marcy well enough yet to love the idea of sacrificing yourself for her. Man, character development is great. Not immediately going to your death is great. That thought sends a creeping wash of anxiety along your spine. You don't understand it, so you try to distract yourself. You ask Marcy if she just cleans graffiti for, or if she has other jobs. Okay, well, maybe not jobs. You know, nobody in Alternia has an actual job. Whatever I'm feeling mostly. Today I was feeling getting rid of this incredibly ugly piece of shit drawing. Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty front doormats. Depends on my mood. Yeah, you definitely get that. You are also a person of mercurial moods. Do you seek out new friends tonight? Or go to one of your standby poles? Sometimes the universe just sweeps in and decides for you. Yeah, well, you are extremely weird and focused on weird shit. But also kind of magnetic too at the same time. It's freaking me out. Whoa! Thank you! Marcy Dunks. I didn't see this live stream go live for like a few minutes. Oof. Aw, secretly JD, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it because of my end or your end though? I'm kind of worried about it. We just basically rescued her by making a clown trip. And then we ran off like an idiot and she saved us and was like, what the fuck, dude? That's basically it. And also she mentioned that caring for a bucket, as we phrased it. Ah, okay. Caring for a bucket is apparently a phrase she never heard of before, and I guess she thought of caring for her own life. Whew. And also, I think that in the background, like the light blue part in the bottom right, might be a tentabulge because it's mentioned that it's a drawing of troll anatomy we have not seen before. So, yeah. Teens drawing dicks on walls, I suppose. Marcy dunks her sponge back in her bucket. Or scourge ray. Right, buckets are dirty. Tentabulge, yeah, Secret JD. Buckets are dirty. Buckets are... I just love that phrase. Buckets are dirty. The drones don't make it down here very often. So there's a lot of shit to scrub. Well, you tell her it's cool that she likes cleaning so much. Where you're from, physical labor is considered morally virtuous, but also kind of looked down on? Looked? What? Wink wonk, yeah. Fuck, maybe you should use an Earth Cultural Handbook for your own damn self. Who said anything about liking it? Who made the rule that I can only do what I like? She slams the sponge down hard into the scourge ray, getting water down the front of her apron. This is just what I do. What do you like wandering around in someone else's hoodie? Do you like? Do we like it? Do we like? I guess we do. I guess we do like that. Accosting strangers. That's our thing. Kind of, sometimes. You didn't choose the friend life. The friend life chose you. Really? But Marcy isn't a stranger in a strange world like you are. She's got horns and grey skin and everything. You realize she's a rusty, but come on. Yeah. How many burgundies do you know exactly? Well, one. And he is interested in meat, but he's pretty enthusiastic about it. One might say over-enthusiastic. Oh, I should mention I also am past the first decision, which is help her out or leave her alone with the clown. And I left her alone with the clown, and it was the right decision for some reason. And yeah, I will do Kokoro. Who is he next? I will do who is he next? I forgot his name. Karako. But he's adorable. He's adorable as all hell. You think I'm not enthusiastic? She scrubs harder to show you just how enthusiastic she can be. I just imagine her like, you think I'm not enthusiastic? That was like my headcanon of that scene, like just death glare. Kirk is a ball of sunshine. I saw that, but please no spoilers. A delicate calligraphy-based rendering of the word globe gobbler disappears beneath her soapy hands. Globe gobbler. That sounds like dick sucker or something. Like it sounds like a dirty slur word thing. Globe globber. I like it. Okay, maybe Diamond is not the greatest example of someone enjoying their hobbies in a healthy and natural way, but you know, plenty of other lowbloods with cool hobbies. Skilla, Trixie, Sirava, and I'm supposed to know who these idiots are? Not all lowbloods know each other. Oh man, that's not what you meant at all. Yeah, well, oh, you don't know? Well, I hope so too. I'm not going to explain my life story to some random alien. Are you going to help or not? Well, you thought you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for clowns. Yeah, well, instead of you are asking me invasive questions. Globe Globber is probably the alternative to these nuts. Globe Globber. These nuts. These nuts sounds better though. Like it. As a thing you say like that. Just say like that. So now help me scrub. Despite these mixed signals, you pick up a sponge and start cleaning. This is actually a lot harder work than it looks like. And your back and shoulders begin to ache immediately. If Marcy does this every day, she must be ripped under that jacket. She stops talking and you just clean alongside her, worried that you're royally screwing this up. You don't know how to fix it. The graffiti is quickly disappearing between your combined efforts, and you aren't sure how much longer she's going to put up with you after that. You've got to pull out the big friendship gonzo and fast. You ask in your characteristically smooth style, not at all smooth, what she's doing after this. Any plans? Just hypothetically. Marcy is drunk! Who knows? Probably I'll just look for some more shit to clean. Well, it just so happens you know a lot of dirty places. Just exceptionally filthy. Oh yeah? Where? Try uptown, try downtown. Okay. Should I try uptown or try downtown? Which one is filthier? Uptown or downtown? Flip a coin? I flipped a coin by asking you guys, I suppose. Jersey style. I don't have a coin, do I? There, yes I do. I actually have a coin here. It's a big coin even. The biggest coin in German currency. Okay. Uptown is heads and downtown is tails. Unless someone answers. I have my answer. But no one answers until if no one answers until this is caught up. Okay, it is caught up. Okay. It was heads, so Uptown. Whew. I mean, Uptown, probably not, but it's a fail, so it's a way forward. It just so happens that it's almost 2 AM, I cannot think straight. Aww. Well, 2 AM is pretty early. I'm sorry. It just so happens that you have connections. Uptown girls and boys. You asked Musty how she'd like to clean a mansion. No! No! Don't tell me we're sending her to Zebra. Not Zebra. No. Back out. Backing all the way out. Are you even able to see me back here? Yes, you are. I backed out. Can't back out anymore. I can't back out anymore. Oh no. I guess that could be cool. What are you thinking? Zebra flashbacks of V-Lad. Yup. Oh my god, is that blood? Did we crash into someone? And that's bird poop. There's bird poop. Ooh, we have big city skylines here. Well, first of all, you want to bring your new friend to your swank stolen car. Marcy doesn't seem that interested, although she does comment that she's never been in a scuttle buggy. Then she begins picking up the crumbs from your backseat. You tell her she doesn't have to clean up after you. Bold of you to assume I'm doing it for you. You shrug. You've come to accept that some of your friends are just fundamentally difficult to understand. Some days you really think you're beginning to get it. And then, the next you remember that alien isn't just your immigration status. Marcy stares out the window as the houses get bigger and grander. The car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marcy stiffens. You tell her not to worry. It's just a sensor to discern your blood color. Wait. The car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marcy stiffens. Blood color. Malek gave you a plug-in to scramble it. No stress. Malek gave you a plug-in. Oh, good. Must be nice to have friends in high places. You ask Marcy where she lives. Wherever I feel like it. Depends. So she's just like Diamond. Her hive was destroyed, or possibly up a tree like Baldier. Although it's possible she was just fucking with you. I wish you'd stop comparing me to people I like. I should know what you're talking about. I know my hive is fine. It just gets boring cleaning the same fucking building over and over again. Oh, interesting. You get how that could be cool going from place to place, like Diamond goes looking for Meter and Cornel and Asdaya look for people to kill. Everyone here seems to be weirdly obsessive and hyperfixated. Maybe that's what happens when you bring up a bunch of kids in a robot-regulated world where the only rule is don't get cold by, and by the way, some of you are inherently inferior. Have fun! Have fun on this world! Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe. As you get closer to Zebra's hive! No! No! Big oof. No! No! Anywhere but there! You begin to get chilly strut pods. Goosebumps. What if he tries to make Marcy into one of his guests? He has that weird thing for low bloods. Oh, ew, 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 ew. Alternia is like watching a bunch of ants kill each other. It's maybe that might be an even closer comparison than you think, because wow, trolls are insectoid. I don't wanna. I know how this will end. She will hate me. You figure she'll be safe if she's with you, but you aren't always the best at making good decisions when you have more than one friend to deal with at once. Yeah, no shit. I can't wait to meet nice guy intellectual. Well, it's Zebra. Ugh. The sight of Zebra's luces glaring at you from an upstairs window clinches it. You can't take another condescending stare from Zebra, Dad. Where are we going? I hope you weren't talking about this pathetic mess on the seat. Barely worth my time. You would make a better mess, you swear. Ugh, no. I don't want a staged mess. Fuck, okay, who do you know who is kind of a slob, but also not a potential piece of shit? Yes! Malik! Oh, thank the horror terrors above. Oh, Goat Dad lets you in with a hysterical happy bleat. Aw, missed you too, Goat Dad. Marcy weathers his snuffling and nuzzles, and when he tries to eat one of her rubber gloves, she scratches him behind the ears as a distraction. She gently removes the glove from his mouth. Oh, baby boy, Galek. Galek, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I mix up Galek and Malek. Now that I think of it, they sound a bit like twins. And look at those freaky mountains over there. I wish I could learn what caused these mountains to be that way. Anyway. I need these, actually. You call to Galek. But he doesn't respond. Maybe he's out. The coffee pot is half full, but it's cold. Go to Dad bleats and butts you gently. Aw, poor guy. Are you lonely? Has Galek been neglecting you now that he has a hate boyfriend? He has a hate boyfriend and it's canon. Oh, I love it. I love it. Marcy is a little more uncomfortable here than she had been in your car. But when she catches the sight of Galek's study, all of that sloth off. Wheeze! Yes, same, JD. Sight of Galek's it's even more of a mess than it had been last time you were here, when he'd been trying to impress you with intellectual blutter. It doesn't look like a mess here, though. I mean, but if she cleans this up, he won't find anything again. Will he? She gets down to work immediately, stacking books up alphabetically and sorting papers into piles by subject. You know Galek is an A-type personality who would probably go briefly ballistic at the knowledge someone has messed with his stuff. But Marcy is just so organized and thorough. You feel sort of weird about just standing here and watching her clean, so you gather up all the used dishes and bring them into the kitchen. When you're done with that, you figure you'll just try to be entertaining you as... You ask her if she's seen any movies recently since you've made friends with Zabedi and started hanging out with Chigiri's anime club. You've been exposed to multiple cultural touchstones. I don't really watch much TV. Don't worry, I don't need to be entertained. She kneels down to start just dusting beneath the couch. I know you think I'm basic, but that's fine. I don't really give a shit at what anyone thinks. Let alone a condescending alien with no blood color to speak of. Yikes. So if you wouldn't mind... Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh no. Crunch, crunch, crunch! What the hell was that noise? Go, Dad! And there you go again. Getting swept up in a friendship endeavor and totally briefing it. You forgot about Goat Dad's propensity for gnawing on anything within reach, and he spent the last 10 minutes happily munching on several leather-bound notebooks. Oh no. Galax's experimental word rumpuses. Fuck! He loves those! He's going to murder you! The smooth and too smooth, another layered onto this farce. The front door creaks open and Galax's voice rings out, calling to Goat Dad, who lets out an excited bleat and scampers off, trailing a little white scraps. Marcy looks from you to the front of the house and down at the paper trail. Then she's out the window and off down the hill, because though basic she may be, she's no idiot. Nope! She's just nope! Oh jeez, look at him behind the window like, oh no. I just love how she's like, nope! Okay, that's one fail out of the way. Oh, jeez, that was hilarious. Getting at the window like, Parrish. Yeah, JD. Oh, jeez. V-Lad. MC's dead as fuck, yep. V-Lad's JD. By the way. Look at this cutie. Look at him. And also, have you joined our Discord already? If not, the link is down below in the description. If it doesn't work, please tell me so I can renew it. Yes, he is. But we're gonna first finish off all the rest. Intervene this time. Who are you kidding? You are never going to leave her to fend for herself. It's against your religion. Your religion of reflexively and ceaselessly searching for new buddies. You aren't making excuse for it anymore. You've decided to take that what Baldur said to heart and just design yourself to your fate. Oh boy. Well, that isn't exactly what she said, but a lot of it was confusing and spooky. You are half convinced she was just doing it for the mysterious aesthetic. You stride confidently towards the altercation, calling out a challenge to the rogue clown. Oh boy. Nobody messes with those less fortunate while you are on the case. And since it's been resoundingly too long since you've had a truly ironic and hilarious twist of fate befall you, as soon as you step up onto the sidewalk, the purple blood's fist connects with your head and your head connects with the concrete. BAM! Yep, that's it. Bye, cruel world. I love the fail endings, they're so funny. Punch! Yeah, one punch. Oh boy. This is a dark world. Mind your own business. And we make him trip. And he falls, and then we meet up with her. Truly. And we try downtown. You suggest that this place sure looks ripe for some serious power cleaning. Because, wow, filthy. Yeah, I guess. I was planning on cleaning down here anyway. The drones mostly take care of the high blood neighborhoods. Interesting. Zebra had low bloods cleaning for him, but maybe he's an exception. I'm not here to explain cultural dynamics to you. At least not for free. Okay. You consider mentioning that you are the main character. And thus totally deserving of cultural exposition. But you doubt she'd take her that well. Also, it's kind of a weird thing to say, so never mind that. Ooh, we're getting a little bit, just a little bit meta here. You sure Marcia and ally you recognize? The one with the incinerator where Polypa had gotten rid of her assassination disguise. Here maybe? Too easy. Okay, well, what about this stretch of a road where Ramil killed a dude? Psst, you're not supposed to say that. There's still quite a bit of purple blood spattered around. Pretty good. But no, I don't have the right outfit for blood. Jesus, picky. Oh, sorry. Are my personal preferences inconveniencing you? No, but you aren't used to this shit taking so long to pop off. Usually you've made a friend by this point, or you've been killed. You've been killed before? What are you, a purr beast? Because they have 9 lives. 9 lives. Yeah, I called it! In retrospect, that was also a pretty weird thing to say. He's so meta. I love it. You meant it as a metaphor. Sometimes your internal monologue gets out of hand and spills out into your interlocution. Man, weird things happening after Boulder Route. Yeah, big lad. Whatever, dude. Don't run off. You're considering just bringing her back to your place to clean up the mess you've made here, there, when you realize Marcy's no longer with you. You turn around to find her gazing down an adjacent street into an empty plot. The space gives you a brief twinge of recognition before it fizzles away to nothing. Meh, probably just deja vu. Probably just deja vu, because we died here. Well, someone died here once and was a fail route. I love this. I love this game. At first, you don't notice the person sitting on the tire pile, because without her, other half of her silhouette is underwhelming. Without her other half, her silhouette is underwhelming. Oh no! Oh, fantastic. Hey, Normie. Oh, hi, Folocal. It's been a while. She might notice that you are a whole lot less normal than you used to be. They're right. They're weird as hell. Hey, you are also like 80% more confident than you used to be. You don't back down from insults. Perhaps Marcy is the one who is weird because she's the one who is so fucking into cleaning up after people. That's really strange. Hey, that's a little judgy. Yeah, for real. Oh, I mean, of course it is! Fucking main character. You had been expecting Follicle to join you in mocking Marcy. You didn't want to be too mean or anything. No. You are just really sick of having your intelligence insulted concerning stuff that you absolutely could have no way of knowing about. You wanted to make her look like an asshole, but as usual, it seems to be in fact you who are the asshole. Yeah, as usual. Marcy seems to agree. Hey, maybe go fuck yourself a little bit. Is there no good route? Ugh. You apologize, you didn't mean it. You just experienced pilot confusion when there's too many friends in one place. You're sorry. You didn't mean to insult her hobby, but she actually doesn't really seem too into it. You are just trying to help. You know plenty of lowbloods who do all sorts of activities. Oh yeah? Who? Well, Follicle, for instance. She trolls. Wait. You need another word. She and her boyfriend harass people, and they seem to enjoy that. Also, there's Skilla and Chixie and Sarava. They all excel in their fields, to a certain extent. Right. So, what's that going for them? Well, you deflate somewhat. Chixie gets skeeved on all the time, and Skilla constantly has to defend her home and loses against thieves. Sarava literally had to go out their own eye and downplay their psychic power. Vicar, well, near you can tell. Vicar is having a great time falling off cliffs and imagining the firmament above. He might be an outlier and therefore shouldn't be accounted. While you're working through your apparent classism through navel-glazing monologue, Marcy is checking Follicle out. Like, really checking her out. Who the fuck are you? Follicle slaps Marcy's hand away. Keep your fronts to yourself. We see her eyes! She has big eyes, big nice eyes. Big cute eyes. Marcy raises her goggles up to her forehead. You've got void rot. No shit, troll Sherlock. Really? Marcy gives her another once over. Joey, no. Joey, stop. Don't meow at me. Come meow at me. Come here. Oh, not on the table, but sure. Come here, Joey. Say hi, Joey. She's being a bad kitty. Bad kitty. She's ripping apart my only good chair. Marcy gives her another once-over. She looks impressed. You honestly can't blame her. If Marcy likes grimy things, well, Follicle is right up her alley. Dirt Eldorado. Y'all, I gotta go. See him. I was getting heavy. Okay, JD. Have a nice night and sleep well. Selfishly, you wish you'd met Marcy back when you were more of a wreck at the beginning of your adventure. You're filthy. Look at that grin, though. And you have no idea what you're talking about. Also, fuck you. Marcy touches her on the forehead slowly this time, so as not to take her by surprise. Follicle resembles a nervous bug trying to decide whether or not to scuttle away. Do you think the dirt helped keep you insulated? Filth fetish. Sure be that. Did you think the dirt helped keep you insulated? Insulated? Insulin? Is void rot? Is void rot comparable? Mind blow. Maybe the sugar illness, I forgot the word for it, is void rot. Maybe it is void rot for them because insectoids need sugar, and if you have a sugar dysfunction in your body as a insect, it's lethal. That makes so much sense! Especially given the entire thing of yellow blood stuff. I mean, maybe that's not what the word means entirely, but still! That might be something. It's actually the opposite of that. If you were less grimy, the energy transfer would be easier. Alright, Cuprum isn't here, which means her giant battery isn't here either. Yeah, I sent him out for takeout. I needed a break. It could be gallbladder cancer as well, but I mean, think of it. Like the sugar illness, I totally forgot the name of it. I know what it is though. Could have that effect on trolls. It really could, biologically speaking. And it would be a nice twist to have some, like a similar illness, but diabetes. Is it diabetes? Yes, it is diabetes. What am I talking about? Wait. Is it diabetes? I'm not sure anymore. My brain's fucking up. But won't she, you know, die? Not instantly. Does your Hiveswap die as soon as you unplug it? What are you? A fucking void rot scholar? What do you know? I know a lot of things. That glare though, oh jeez. You ask Masti if she's interested in medicine. Maybe she could go into that. Masti rounds on you in stark irritation. This is the most emotion she's shown since you've met her. Whatever you're trying to do here, stop. I'm not stupid. What do you think they'd say if I applied for a medic off planet? They'd laugh their asses off and hand me a saturated scrub pole. Oh? So medics off planet are frowned upon, or just for that blood case? That is interesting. Oh my good, what happened there? I swear, it didn't touch anything. I did not see anything, so it didn't get spoilered, but I just saw flickering lights. How did the skip turn on? I have no idea. Oh no! Come on! I stopped it! Damn it! Okay. Control is it? Okay, now we go. MC really want friendship, so he skipped. Maybe that's what happened. But I really didn't touch anything. They lost their asses off. Oi! Joey, get down there. Get down. Stop climbing on my printer. They'd lost their asses off and hand me a saturated scrub pole. And that's if they're feeling generous. This is what I do. So let me do it. Chastened and uncharacteristically speechless, you nod and let Mousy turn back to Follockle. So, maybe she got so angry because she is interested, but she is unable to do it because of her blood color? Jerry wants to be on the camera again. Oh, both. I can't lift both of you into the camera. Pumpkin's too fat for that. And yes, he is fat. Chasten turn back to Follockle. You really don't want to just leave it like that, but maybe she's truly friendly. Maybe the truly friendly thing here would be less trying to improve your friend's life and just letting them live it. Diamond had told you much the same thing all those months ago. Months? Wow. That he's planning to just keep his head down and to try to stay alive. It's not uplifting, but maybe not everything has to be. Marcy gives Follockle some advice as to the best way to make sure her body retains as much energy as possible. Follockle grounds, and you're pretty sure that if she had eyes, she'd be rolling them. You do notice, however, that she listens. Marcy starts back down the sidewalk after that, pushing her Scodray in front of her. After a moment's hesitation, you follow, half expecting for her to get mad again. Instead, she just slows down so you can catch up. She's pulled her goggles back down over her eyes. You think they're probably more there for social reasons than protective ones. Sheepishly, you apologize for being a busybody back there. You're just really used to wanting to help people out. Kind of for selfish reasons, friendship reasons, but still. Yeah, it's fine. No hard feelings. You just like fixing things when they're busted, or when you've busted them through your own chronic idiocy. Sometimes you've just got to do what you can, but you think Marcy might understand that a little bit. Yeah, I think I might. Sometimes it be like that. I suppose it's a good ending. Oh well, oh well. She's a real cutie though. Gotta admit. Anyway, I gotta take a little break because my cats are meowing their lungs out for some reason. I have to check on them. And also, I need something to drink because I'm thirsty as all hell. Doom, 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 doom. Time for the clown boy, yep. But I'll be right back. Just a small little break. Only one small little break. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Oh no. My kitty, one of my cats was on the keyboard. It's all reset and unset. Yeah, one of my keyboards was on the... Oh, damn. Is this stream still running? It is. Good. Whew. Okay. Time for Clown Boy. Time for precious Clown Boy, baby boy. And now I get, well, the one guy said, if you're horny for him, you belong killed. Because look at him. If you hear moo, a mooing sound, a cow sound, a hoof beast sound, then I'm rich. No moo sound, okay. What's the matter, Joey? Caraco pirate time! This is heckin' pretty. One second, I gotta save that screenshot. There we go. Having learned the dangers of using the public thoroughfares, you've taken to dodging down byways and skulking in rear areas, trying to spy out individuals who looked ripe for friendship, while avoiding the more criminally insane denizens. Just now you're following a winding footpath through the undergrowth surrounding a neighborhood where the local hives are spaced far apart. You came creeping along this footpath for safety. You shouldn't have known better. The undergrowth here is like most of the other life forms of Alternia, evolved to ruthlessly purge the gene pool for the weak and the reasonable. Kitties, come down. Coiled, spring-loaded stalks with foot-long thorns flank writhing bushes with razor-edged leaves, which in turn crowd tentacled flora with toothed lobes oozing liquid that hisses and smokes when it touches the ground. Wow, that's a mouthful. Extreme caution is needed, just as it's needed in every circumstance on this planet. While your time on Alternia has gotten you accustomed to injuries, you still shrink from being impaled on sprung thorns and dissolved in acid. You should have known that eventually you would have to come up against the local flora, so you'd proceed discreetly, avoiding poison fronds and trying not to step on trigger roots. But suddenly, your vegetative focus is interrupted, your footsteps on the path, and then around the corner comes a small figure. Its face and horns are painted with smudged black and white marks. This music though. Despite its diminutive physique, it has some of the most impressive horns you've seen on any troll. Sudden feet, what the hell? When the small figure sees you too, and is so startled it jumps a foot, impaling its horns in an overhanging tree branch and sticking there so that its small legs pump helplessly in the air. So he's Barfoot. Interesting to know. Hi there. What the heck? Honk! You beg the small person's pardon and assure him that you were fully as startled as he. You go on to explain that you... what? You go into this in that you are not dangerous, but that even if you were, you would not want to come to strife with even a small person with horns of that size. Honk! Yes, you will be happy to help him. Ow, 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 pump Joey, even. Ow. Joey, what the hell? Are you fine? Can you get down from my hair, please? I want to stream here. I can't stream like that all the time. You need to go. You need to. Joey! You're on my hair! For fuck's sake. This will hurt. Ah! Okay, it did not hurt. I got a scarf. You will be happy to help him down as long as he promises not to attack you with the many bladed weapons that are scuffed into his belt, or with the dozen cans of an expensive soft drink held in bandoliers crossing his chest. It strikes you suddenly that a neighborly gesture like helping someone whose horns are stuck in a tree branch can scarcely fail to kindle the light of friendship. You dare to hope that this will be the case now. Edging forward, you get close enough to see that around the small clown's neck hangs a dog tag on ID necklace. You tilt your head and crane your neck to read the writing on it. Caraco Pirate. They've lost call Bronya! Bronya! Bronya Ursama! It's Bronya's bro! Oh my goodness! They've lost call Bronya. That's so cute. I freaking love this. Right, I'm taking so many screenshots, guys. It's unbelievable. Suddenly, this bike gives me R2-D2 vibes, kinda. Suddenly, this all makes sense. This Caraco Pirate must have been one of Bronya's reject runt wrigglers, who, having grown to childhood under her tender care, has gone out into the world to seek his fortune. It's Bronya's bro. What am I saying? Baby. For some reason, the word bro was similar in my mind. Seek his fortune. That would account for his small size, short legs, and small stature relative to his horns. You eagerly pull out your palm husk, happy for an excuse to pester your old friend, but you've got zero signal out here. You wonder if the surrounding vegetation eats palm husk signals. Just as it looks like it eats everything else, you disappointedly slip your palm husk back into your pocket. Honk! You apologize for the delay, explaining that you were surprised to find out that you appear to have an acquaintance in common, whom you hope you will have time to discuss later. For now, you are ready, willing, and hopefully able to help him down. You hope he won't be offended if you slip behind him first. It's not that you object to bladed weapons or that you or those who stuff dozens of them in their belts, but you feel that the ones that he's wearing could ruin your look if buried into your torso. However, unintentionally. Unintentionally. You edge past the weapons, being careful also not to touch the spring thorns growing at the edge of the path, or their triggered roots. He's so adorable. I love it. Yeah, that's Soda. Cool. Okay. Once you're behind Karako, you grasp his horns firmly and pull, withdrawing them from the tree branch and allowing him to drop lightly to the ground. Honk! You're too cute! You're way too cute! You're too adorable for your own good! This mofo is way too cute for his own good. You tell him that he is very welcome. Then there's a moment of awkward silence as you try to think of something else to say. Joey, down! Down from the printer. Damn it, Joey. Fortunately, your new potential friend is not as devoid of the social graces as you are, and gets the conversational ball rolling himself. Honk? Why is he so adorable? Hi there, Joey. Yeah, I know, you're adorable too. You are adorable too, aren't you, little kitty? You are. Honk? I fucking love it. You explain that you are indeed a stranger in these parts, and that you actually don't fit into any of the Hemispectrum categories. Wild, right? Although not quite as strange as you used to be. You like to think you're really starting to blend in with the local color. Honk? Well, I fucking love it. Well, you'd rather not exhibit your blood just now. You're a couple of quarts low due to the robust conditions of life on Alternia, some of which you have recently had the honor of encountering. I need a moment. He's so cute. Huh. He's really Gamzee-esque now that I think about it. Huh. I wonder if he's still alive during everything. I hope he is. You sympathize. Slinking along these hidden paths in the Eltonian woods can be tough on the morale. The smell alone is enough to make strong men weep, and the vegetation looks like it was designed by the Marcus de Sade. Not that he knows who the Marcus de Sade is. You can't help but feel that it would be so much better if one only had a skulk buddy you continue. How wonderful it would be to travel these dusky lanes with a kindred spirit, a twin soul, a fellow traveler in an intimate crony. You're such an expert on Friendsim news by now. Huh? No, you haven't met anyone like that either, but you would certainly like to. Your new potential friend is obviously thinking seriously about this issue. So you back off, give him space, you pretend to be deeply immersed in studying one of the razor sharp leaves on one of the writhing bushes beside the path. We haven't got any choice yet. You aren't one of the one to force yourself on others or try to unduly influence their friendship decisions. Okay, well, maybe you forced yourself on others in the past and try to influence their friendship decisions. Maybe you've even done this a lot, but you've recently evolved as a person. You now know that friendship is something that has to come authentically from within. Friendship is spontaneous. Real friendship sprouts naturally from the soil of mutual respect. The best friendships grow and ripen over years and are not rushed over or forced. Of course, you've only known this small person for about 5 minutes, but you have to start ripening sometime. You're reflecting on this theme of friendship when a loud purrs suddenly from the sky above you. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. It's a crackling, sizzling sound like a chitinous thing with too many legs struggling in a hot frying pan. Same though, same. Karako jumps so violently that he nearly gets his horn stuck in the tree again. Looking up, you see a floating metal object, vaguely troll-shaped but huge faceless metal, and with numerous sets of lightning bolts-shaped horns coming out of its head or neck. It's also not very sparkling conversationalist. It remarks in a flat, echoing blare. It elaborates further. Honk! Run! A drone! Leap to your proto-friend's aid. Which one should we do? Run! A drone seems the fail route. Leap to your proto-friend's aid. Leap to your Run! A drone! You run in wild panic. It's a drone. Even the Alternian badasses you've hung out with have been terrified of the drones. Up close, it's one of the most terrifying things you've ever seen, and it's making noises which you didn't know they even did, and which probably means something sinister. You race at top speed down the twisting path, focusing your senses to the breaking point to avoid trigger roots, razor leaves, and acid pods. At first you hear the pattering of small feet running behind you, but as you double your speed, the pattering falls back and after a while it is lost in the distance. You sprint for what seems a lifetime. Before you finally catch your foot on a trigger root and go flying through the air, barely missing being sliced into 100 pieces of tumbling ham by the barbed spring vine that lashes across the path only inches behind you. You land in the dirt, wind knocked out of you, but otherwise unhurt. You lie there, catching your breath and waiting, but nothing happens. No enormous metal monster whizzes down the path to impale you. No small clown-faced individual overtakes you on his short legs. Finally, after nothing happens, you pick yourself up and dust yourself off. You're alone on the path, and no sound of either friend or potential friend or foe can be heard. No birds sing, which is probably good. You imagine that any birds native to this forest would probably sing by croaking up pressured sludge, and that the sludge would be poisonous or radioactive. But leaving aside the character of the local fauna, what should you do? Keep on down the path, putting more distance between yourself and the drone? Or should you go back and see if Karako is okay? You waffle for a while, then decide to go back. You sneak back along the path. You sneak a long way, but however far you go, there are no signs of either Karako or the drone. You don't know whether the drone picked Karako up and took him away, or disemboweled him and scattered the fragments, or whether Karako leapt into the undergrowth and hid or escaped, or what. One way or another, you're all alone again in this path through shit-smell forest. Game over. Oh well, kinda guessed so. And I hoped so, kinda. And next route. First a sip though. That's not for you, Joey. You leap to your proto-friend's aid. You leap to the proto-friend's aid. Thinking quickly, you push Karako against a large rock that juts out of the undergrowth nearby and jump in front of him, shielding him from the drone with your body. You then pretend to be leaning against the rock in an attitude of tranquil response. Several of the bladed weapons in Karako's belt poke you in the ass, but you don't let this show on your face. Instead, you yawn elaborately and check your wristwatch. You don't have a wristwatch, but you don't think your drones know what a wristwatch is anyway. You pretend to smoke a non-existent cigarette. Again, you're not giving anything away, because drones don't know what cigarettes are either. But the drone has apparently taken an interest in you. Oh, damn it. It floats down between the trees and undergrowth and hovers above the path several meters from where you're pretending to relax against a rock after a long day of hiking through scenic shit-smell forest. It's quite a terrifying sight, actually. The drone observes soullessly, making Karako jump so that several of your internal organs are threatened. However, you maintain what you believe the local populace would call a stiff upper whistle pillow. The drone's blank metal head studies you, or it could be studying something in the opposite direction, or even taking the drone equivalent of a piss. You can't really tell from its expression, because it has no features to make expressions with. This examination or non-examination continues for some time, but your diminutive potential friend is well hidden from view, and after a while, evidently concluding that you are an inanimate object that makes uncountable gestures with its wrists and fingers, the drone floats upward again, gaining speed until, with a dreary it whizzes off somewhere to find other hapless non-standard citizens to euthanize. When it's gone, you stand away from the rock and rub several scores places that have been pierced by bladed weapons. You turn to Karako to comment on the recent furore, but stop when you see the look he is directing at you, a warm and admiring look, an affectionate and esteeming look, a look of friendship. Your first impulse is to throw your arms around him and lean in, but on second thought, remembering his pants arsenal, could you phrase that any more differently, please? You put out your hand for a warm handshake. Victory is so close. There we go, finally. But before you can seal the deal on the sweet friendship transaction, you hear a disturbance further down the path. God, can't the narrative chill for one single moment, especially a moment when you're about to consummate a beautiful friendship. You turn to look. The footsteps, several sets of them, get nearer and around the bend come three figures. Three figures wearing swimming outfits. Lots of gold jewelry and insouciant expressions. Three figures with gills on their necks and small stylized fins on their faces. On their face. Oh! For the first time we meet the highest of high bloods. Oh man, is it possible that you finally happened upon of the legendary sea dwellers? They stop short when they see you and Karako, obviously startled. They study you, you study them. Then Finhead Interloper 1, in one piece and diamond earrings, whispers to her companions. And all three burst up laughing. Finhead Interloper 2 in a violet swimsuit and rings slaps her thigh and Finhead Interloper 3 in checkered swimming trunks holds his sides. Part of you is relieved. Laughter drives out the devil, is the best medicine, and in any event is the better than homicidal mania. On the other hand, this laughter isn't friendly. It's cold, mocking, and supercilious. These sea dwellers are obviously laughing at you, not with you. Look at him! You notice Karako's cheeks flushing purple under his face paint, and his jaws clenching, however. He just stares with a stony dignity at the interlopers. This just makes them laugh harder. This first sea dweller says, "What are you two supposed to be? Shrimp Cassidy and the Squamose Kid?" says her second companion. "A cold bait minnow and his mutated soft-shell crab?" says the third. Looks like the minnow one went down the clown, causing it to spurt out the other one. The sea dweller's laughter is redoubtedly you. Continue expression at these insults, but to your dismay, Karako's face is taking on a harsh, lowering look. You guess that such a tiny dude has probably been victimized by bullies his whole life, and as you happen to know, there are no bullies like Alternian bullies. You tell him to let them talk out the shit they want. Don't let them provoke him. They're trying to get him to do something stupid. If he doesn't react, they'll get bored and go away. Honk. No, remember that drone. It's probably still around here. Where somewhere touch a scale on their heads and you could be rendered into mother grub feedstock. Hey, bottom feeders, no whispering when you're in the presence of your bathers. And you little boy, put a respectful expression on your recognition surface. Be more like your friend, the slender manatee over there. In fact, why is it you two are still perpendicular? In the presence of sea dwellers, you should be bowed at right angles. The first sea dweller seems to have an affinity for cheesy ocean puns. You bow to the sea dwellers. You have your dignity, but you also like not getting killed. Baby boy goes rampant! Baby boy, yes! Karako remains stubbornly upright, his face getting angrier and purpler by the moment. The bladed weapons in his belt jingle from his enraged trembling. Oh, see, the little clownfish! He's getting angry! Looks like he's gonna shit his pants! He cries, I know, Vlad! What did I tell you about your face, boy? Didn't your Lucis teach you anything? I doubt he even has a Lucis. A self-respecting Lucis would never let a shrimp like that out of the hive. Unless this is just as effective. There he goes! There he goes! Oh man, I love my purple bloods. But, yeah. Purple? Yeah. The loosest cracks are too much for Caraco. Ignoring your hissed warnings, he suddenly leaps snarling into the air, draws bladed weapons from his belt in each hand and hurtles toward the sea dwellers. Honk! That's the best I can do. Honk! Honk! That's better. Grab him by the coattails and try to keep him from precipitating a disaster. Leap into the fray and lend comfort and support. Oh, which one's the fail though? Which one's the fail? I can't tell. But it's animated. It's animated speech. I love it. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah, which one's the fail? Last one, the upper one was the fail. Let's do what I would not do first. You leap forward and grab Caraco by the coattails, or by his belt. You aren't actually sure what a coattail is. Jesus, he's strong. You can barely hold him. It's like trying to restrain a small truck. His legs rotate wildly, kicking up a cloud of dust, and he brandishes his bladed weapons wildly in the direction of the sea dwellers. After a startled moment in which they jump backward, the sea dwellers have started to laugh again, coming up with more stupid insults and fish puns. This is not helping. Caraco runs twice as hard, honks twice as loud, shakes his weapons twice as threateningly. Hey, hey, you shout out at Caraco, trying to be heard above the fracas, holding on with all your might and digging in your heels. You have half a mind to just let him go, to pay the sea dwellers back for their insults, but you try to keep a cool head. You're doing your proto-friend much more good trying to restrain his wrath. You've now succeeded in wrapping your arms all the way around him. And now you get in front of him, holding him back with straight arms, bellowing soothingly into his face, and trying to avoid the bladed weapons he is brandishing. But it's not working. You can see from the contoured features the bared teeth, his distended nostrils with smoke coming out, the blazing eyes, that Caraco is getting more and more enraged. And suddenly, his rage seems to reach a kindling point. His body vibrates violently, his eyes grow huge and round. And suddenly from his body something like a nuclear blast pressure wave of fear and violence sends you flying through the air like a scrap of paper in a gale. What the fuck? Are you hallucinating? What's it called? Voodoo, chuckle voodoos. But you can see as you saw up above the path that the sea dwellers aren't laughing anymore. In fact, they're screaming in terror and fleeing wildly, blundering into razor leaves, being impaled by spring thorns and burned by pot acid. and generally receiving the stern retribution that awaits assholes. Yes. Then your head collides with a tree branch and you are rendered unable to narrate for a while. Oh, we can't see blood on his blades. Sad. You wake up laying in the dust. As unconsciousness returns, you realize that you're lying on the path, and as it returns further, that a small clown-painted figure is seated next to you, quite calm now. He smiles fondly as he sees you sit up. Honk! You smile in return. You express relief that he realizes that you were acting in his best interests, holding him back from the finheads. And now, though largely because of his unexpected burst of clown sorcery, or whatever that was, everything has turned out for the best. Karaku holds up his arms for a hug, but then, remembering the bladed weapons in his belt, sticks out his hand to shake it warmly. He's so adorable! Chuckle Voodoos. Yep, that's it. He's so adorable. But I like his drawn sprite in the game a bit better than this, because this is almost a bit freaky. But I love it anyway. He's adorable anyway, and it really looks a lot better than the previous ones we have seen. Okay, let's do the last fail route. With small clown boy, really small clown boy. Leap into the fray and lend comfort and support. Oh no! Why did that happen? I could have sworn I clicked off the thing. Leap into the fray and lend comfort and support. You leap into the fray to lend comfort and support. You would have counseled Karaku to turn the other cheek, and keep turning the cheek after cheek until the zeros got fed up and went away. But now that things have hotted up, you're not about to let down the side. Karaku crashes into the seat rows, his bladed weapons whirling like a blender. You scamper close behind him and kick someone in the chin. It hurts your foot, but doesn't seem to have any other effect. These seat wheels are made of tough stuff, or you're extremely flimsy. Science have recently pointed to the latter. Your next sortie is more effective, however. Thinking quickly, you pick up a rock and throw it at the trigger root of the spring thorn growing along the path next to where the violet bloods are enduring Hurricane Clown. The card stalk springs out, impaling the dude with a 12-foot-long thorns. Yes. He's thrown off balance, and violet blood begins to flow copiously down his body. That's a hue you haven't seen before. Kinda pretty. But these seed wheels are made of tough stuff. He yanks the spring thorn stalk away from him, pulling the thorns out and flings it into the woods. Then he takes out a pocket handkerchief and starts patting his injuries gently. Meanwhile, Karaku's bladed weapons have not been idle, and the other two seed wells are likewise leaking violet blood. But these bastards are hard to kill, you remember Polaipa telling you that. As you watch, one of them grabs one of the bladed weapons from Karaku's hand and buries it into Karaku's stomach. No! This unsurprisingly is distracting for a poor little clown, allowing two of the finny sons of bitches to grab handfuls of bladed weapons from his belt and bury them in various parts of his body. You dance around delivering harmless kicks and curses. Kiraku is still waving his weapons, but he seems to be having some of them soar slowly now. Then, as more and more bladed weapons are buried in his body, he seems to lose focus. The weapons he's been brandishing fall from his hands. Finally, he falls to the ground in the center of a spreading pool of purple blood, twitching feebly for a minute and then is still. You stare in disbelief at the corpse of one who, if he had been spared just for a short longer, would have been your friend. One despised and rejected, a clown suffering familiar with pain. Hi Ace! Yeah, you're late. We just killed a baby clown. It's almost over, but also. They had flogged him and mocked him and spit on him and then killed him. You struggle to come to terms with this. While you're doing that, one of the remaining sea dwellers grabs you by the hair and suplexes you onto the ground. Your head snaps back and pain explodes behind your eyes. You are left lying on your back and trying to stay conscious, which is why you have a good view of what happens next. In the dark sky above you, something opens. Something even darker than the sky. A hole like a cave in the clouds. Wait, what? What? Is this? Damn, why in Friendsim only little children die? Yeah, sorry. Because they are helpless. Clown of heaven, yes man! Look at this! It widens until you can see that in the cave a carousel with wooden horses mounted at brass posts rotates, the horses plunging up and down in time with carnival music played by the mechanical organ. Clown holla! Clown heaven! Clown holla! I like both of these. Riding the horses are naked store window mannequins, their legs slung awkwardly over the horses' backs, their stiff arms down by their sides in whatever pose they were created, their horns huge and widely shaped. In the darkness above the carousel, other naked mannequins with plastic wings tied to their backs are supported on wires. And above these, in turn, a net of white Christmas tree lights twinkle against the roof of the dark cave or circus tent or whatever it is, throwing their dim starlight illumination down on the rotating carousel. As you watch, two of the winged mannequins break loose from their wires and fly down from what dark region into the night sky in the dimensional Turnia occupies. That is Clown Valhalla! I fucking love it! They maneuver it until the stiff hands on the ends of their stiff arms are underneath Kiraku, and then they lift him up into the sky and into the dark carnival. Welcome to the dark carnival, motherfucker. You hear a last faint reviving honk as they set him on one of the wooden horses, and then the hole in the sky closes, and there is nothing but the night sky above you. All is silent and still again. An odd feeling comes over you. You don't think you've ever felt such a feeling, just the reality how utterly insignificant you are. Sure, you've spent the last few months wandering with no desire but the desire for connection, and you are, in a way, a being unique in this galaxy. But honestly, what does that even mean? You flit in and out of people's lives. They are 1 minute gone the next, always moving from friend to friend. You are, for all intents and purposes, a virtual non-entity, a bland point of view vector, a neutral second-person narrator, barely coming into the picture, a retiring entity expressing only a simple, one-dimensional desire for friendship. Wow, this is meta and Clown Valhalla. But just about now, you feel that things have gone pretty far. And just about now, you feel that you've had about enough of arrogant high bloods. Enough, in fact, of short wavelength homotypes carelessly and without compunction killing and maiming and exploiting those of longer wavelengths. Of a survival of the fittest regime that seems to come down to survival of the most violent psychopaths. Wow! We have enough! Rise! Rise, my clown children! Sorry, I'm feeling it. Is this the moral of the universe? Is this a moral of the moral universe, or is it not? You ask yourself. Are repulsive cruelty and sickening evil punished in this universe, or are they not? They are, if we pick the right choices! Does an ethical force operate in this universe, or does it not? You don't know the answer to these questions, but you do know the one thing. You intend to depart for once from your one-dimensional persona. You intend to punish repulsive cruelty and sickening evil if it comes within your ability to do so. You intend to create an ethical force field in your local region. You intend to exert some moral gravity right around where you are, if you possibly can. And you realize that this odd feeling you are having seems to be drawing moral Higgs bosons out of the moral ground state, and right out of the fabric of this multicolored blood-soaked planet that heaves under your feet. You take on the aspect of the clown saga. The clown saga. Clown saga. I had to write it down, guys. I had to write it down. Seizing two cans of expensive soft drink from where they fell from carcass bundles, you shake them and pull the pins. Then, with malice over a forethought, you direct the twin streams at the sea dwellers. You smell banana and strawberry as the deadly streams play upon them. Already weakened, they fall back with cries under the withering onslaught as soon as the streams slacken. You take up 2 more cans, shake them, and deal out death to the unrighteous. Wait a second, what? We kill the high blood. We kill sea dwellers with fucking soda. Is this what's happening right now? I've never been religious, but this root might actually do it. You smell peach and diet root beer this time, but no pity softens your heart. You wouldn't care even if it were in pineapple watermelon you were spraying on these brutes. Very forceful diabetes induction, yeah. But these finheads are made of tough stuff. Rallying even in the face of this intense onslaught, they push forward and seizing some bladed weapon from the purple blood pool advance upon you. Not one step back. You vow to the memory of Karaka Pirate. You stand your ground in desperation, grabbing some cans of diet tonic water and club soda and opening up your batteries once again, but to no avail. A trident pierces you to the bone, followed by a scimitar, a tomahawk, a short spear, and so many other bladed weapons that the sheer weight of them drives you to the ground, where your red, precious blood flows in moderate streams, mixing with the purple blood of your proto-friend. This is the end. You realize, but you are glad you died in righteous battle. You are glad you created even the tiny spittering temporary moral force field in your local region that you did. You can feel your life a narrative point of view slipping away, but you are content. Yet what's that you see above you now? A dark space has opened up, even darker than the night sky, and two stiff-looking winged figures are descending. They land next to you, and gently place their stiff hands under you. Then they ascend once again, lifting you higher and higher into the darkest space. This is so freaking amazing. You have no idea how much I love this. This is my new This is my new screensaver. Bound. It's bound to it. It's bound to be my new screensaver. As you pass the boundary of the heavenly carnival, your life seems to revive within you, and as the fabric of the place closes around you and the two stiff mannequins place you on a carousel horse next to Karako, you realize that planets, universes, dimensions, realities, powers and principalities and cosmos will come and go, but friendship is forever. It's friendship. Okay. Oh, I will have nightmares today. Nightmares or nice sweet dreams. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. I love it. I love it to hell. It's everything I ever wanted. It was sad, but we have found Clown Heaven. We have seen the Dark Carnival. I need a hug. I desperately need a hug right now. Okay. Even though there haven't been as many people as usual in the chat, because I'm very late to the party, I so wish more of you could have been here right now. I so wish. This is just beyond amazing and nice and cute and everything. I need to fast forward to the good ending again. I need to. I need that in my life. Look at him! Look at this cute! You better not die in in the original Hiveswap. has received the blessing of great high blood. Maybe because he allowed in Clown or Heaven. Yep. Not only grand high blood, but the mirthful Messiah himself. Because he died in glorious battle next to a fellow. What are you doing, kiddies? Next to a friend. Next to a purple blood friend. Yeah, purple blood friend. Oh, I love this so much. I love it. I can't love it more. Yeah, but this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. Have a cheers on Caraco. One of my favorite trolls by now, for now. What? Not for now, but my favorite, one of my favorite trolls now. Cheers. I'm not gonna chug all of it. I'll die if I do that. I mean, I won't die. Check out themes. Out themes titles. How do I do that within the game? Oh, there we go. Caraco's theme! Oh, that's cute and amazing! This is literally the theme name? That's adorable. That is so adorable. I love it. Oof. Lots of oof. Okay, I have nothing to say anymore. Baldier and Caraco. Baldier, Caraco, and I think Baldier, Caraco, Chixie, and Baldier, Caraco, Chixie are my favorites so far. Those three. And Polipa. Those are my favorite themes so far. I love how this theme looks. Anyway, this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I love this route, and this is the earliest I've ever made a Hiveswap Friendsim, I think, like time wise, like daytime wise. James the Mad Lad, yep. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave a like if you haven't already. And scroll down, check out the other links that we have. We have not only our own Discord community, which you can find in the description below. Please check if the link is still working. If not, then ask in the comments for a new link. And also, you know what? Yeah, there is as you can see here on screen, even here, a Patreon link. A Patreon link to Blood and Pictures, and if you subscribe here there, you help us out a huge bunch and get access to a bunch of rewards. Well, not that much currently because it's me alone for the moment, but you get access to a bunch of rewards, such as looks behind the scenes when I'm making videos, or for example, early updates on what video will be next before everyone else knows, and a 3D printed version, if you have been subscribed for a year, of our logo as a little badge. Kind of this planned to be this big. We haven't done it yet. And percentages off of our future things that we sell. Percentages off all the way to maybe even free versions of things. Anyway, yeah, and one of the things is currently in the making, and updates will be posted in near future on our Patreon, but only for patrons. Anyway, I sincerely love all of you guys, and we will see each other in the next video and or stream. Cheerio! Bye bye! Cheerio! Bye! And a nice honk honk!